Alrighty, so we should be live here. This is Hold the Line on Utah, midpoints, Chapel, and it's going to be all of the center points. This match is the Circle versus MIB. And if we look at our map overlay here, let's get it up here. There we go. So you see the playable areas are in the green and the non-playable areas are the red. There's going to be a geofence that keeps players from going into the red, and if they do, they get 10 seconds to get back into the playable area. If not, then they are punished and redeployed. So green areas are playable, red areas are unplayable. You'll see, especially in the north, we're not going to be playing for WN4, so that's an important part when playing Chapel. And it's going to be a lot of open fields that Hold the Line concept is going to eliminate or going to enforce. There's going to be a lot of running in the open fields. And it's going to be interesting to see how teams reset back into the Chapel. So I see 3 rockets ready to go, 4 rockets ready to go, a couple volleys here as the Circle Juniors are playing Axis. Actually, 4 rockets. This is pretty nice. I'm excited to see what happens. I'll be following these to. Don't have any game audio. There we go. Game audio should be on now. Okay. And unfortunately, let's see if we can get this put up here real quick. Oh, no, I'm not going to be able to. All right. We will just follow these, and then at some point in the match, we will get the map overlays and stats updated. So we'll see what the Circle Juniors has to offer for rocket snipes. They have the advantage with 960 meters with the Panzerschreck. So they are waiting quite a decent time to be shooting. You want to shoot them a little bit earlier than what they did. Doesn't seem like any rockets have connected. They did predict very well over there. Maybe the timing was just slightly off. Here comes a second volley. And it does not seem like any of those connect. So first team, Allies favored. It's going to be in the hands of MIB as Circle Juniors works their way up to Chapel. Probably expect them to take control of the south and then work their way north, as they're just naturally not going to get grandmas. So this is grandmas over here. We'll see what happens with this truck. Only one person in the truck. Seems like the SL already hopped out and got their resets up. Their OPs are up. Strafing run is called in off the bat, and Chapel is going in the favor of MIB. Kind of as expected since they're allies. But as long as the Circle Juniors can stay in this south area, they're going to have a lot. That's their point of entry. They're not going to have an easy way up, but that's how this map naturally works. It's an east to west map. However, you really play it north to south when you're trying to capture points. Armor, we have a medium on Hill 5 for MIB, a recon in the north, and seems like Circle's Luke's is already down. Their medium down here. Let's see what this P4 is going to do. Are we looking at anything? Seems like we're trying to go after the Stewart of MIB. Turn highlights on so we can see what they're looking at. They're going to get the shot on the Stewart. They hear it. Trying to get an angle. Small little peek. Might be able to see the backside of it there. They do. And get the kill on the Stewart. So good job by Circle taking out. Nice piece of armor. And now MIB is reacting with a medium getting into the hard cap. Probably for some They do have a another Stewart, so it seems like they spawned a Stewart and then they had the naturally spawned Stewart getting into hard cap for the cap weight, and that medium is there to support it. Overall, a very good line by Circle. So they're spread all the way out to pretty much both ends of the playable area. So Circle Juniors did do a good job there. The resets are already up. MIB has very condensed OPs right here. They need to start filtering south and get their OPs up and spread out, but they're trying to do it. This OP back here, Kilo, they're stuck over here. We're probably gonna have a hard time pushing them. This is an open field, so that's why their line isn't as defined in the south as Circle's is. Circle has a lot of buildings that they can play off of, but Allies has a hard time because they got the open field here before they can get up to the buildings, and Circle already dominated this area. This recon tank back here, the Greyhound causing a little bit of mayhem. It's being called up by 2 SLs right now, but it seems like it's going to get some... If there was a reset, I think there was a reset here, and the reset's now down. That's good by MIB. It's getting called out. We need to get a spawn on here and rocket, but there's no spawn super close. That first rocket is missed. Greyhound gets the trade. Is the Greyhound going to see the MG? The MG would probably be good for them to take out. There we go. All right, so the Greyhound's taken out by Circle's P4. So good armor by this P4 so far. They've gotten 2 kills, 1 Stewart and a recon. But they do have to worry about 2 mediums, and a Stewart is nothing to play with. And that's on hard cap as well. The Circle has 2 tanks on the field. Seems like they brought up a second medium. And just a couple minutes here, we should see the first heavies come onto the field. Circle starting to get control of Grandma's, pushing out one last OP. If they can burn this last OP, let's see here. They hear him. Hey, here's him. Does Kales get the trade? Kales does not get the trade. Circle is going to push, get the OP. There it goes. Burnt. Now they have to reset, and they have to come out of the open field. So we'll see how long Circle takes to notice that there's a Gary over there after the spawn wave comes back in as the SLs reset. But they got control of Grandma's, so that's good. Now they can start pinching Chapel from the north and the south. As you can see, Circle down here over at Diesel. Good control. And soon, if the armor cannot keep the Circle back, then if MIB's armor cannot keep the Circle's infantry back, you will see Chapel start to fall as that soft pressure comes in. Even though there is a Stewart with 2 people in it inside hard cap. Maybe we see reinforce. I don't see reinforce yet. Miro gonna see it. Mav peeking up. Gets Miro. Miro goes down. Their OP probably here on Kilo. Calls it out. His number. Zane's here. They get the trade. Pushing back the pressure that MIB is creating. So I would have expected MIB to start losing Chapel here, but that is not the case. Indigo Montoya has pushed up into this nice little spot. Good spot for OPs. You got hedge coverage, and you can play a lot of close quarters as you lead into Chapel. But you really got to worry about this reset. That's up north. Oh, it's not there anymore. It has been taken out. These SLs are trying to get back up there. 1 OP is down for Charlie. Kales needs to get their OP back up if they can make it across the open field. This MG, where are we at? We're in the grain feeder. I like it. Oh, you're missing a guy. Just turn. Just turn. Oh, no. So, one of the unfortunate things when you're MGing, you kind of get focused on one area because you killed somebody from there, so you're expecting another person to also come through there. But that wasn't the case. They came from the opposite, not the opposite direction, but just a few degrees to the east. Unfortunate timing for the way that you're looking. If you're in an exposed spot like that, you really need to be traversing the entire time. Just get a kill, get out of your ADS, and start panning and traversing left and right for your next target. Because you're so exposed that you can get killed easily by somebody in the open field, just like we saw there. Rocket hits the Stewart. That's major. If they can get the second rocket, take out that Stewart, there goes two down for MIB in the cap. And then you'll start to see the point probably flicker again. Bear hops over the wall, gets taken out by Furigato. Furigato dies, I think, probably to friendly Stewart there. So Hardcap is getting some pressure, and there goes the Stewart. Good job, Mr. Vessel, taking out the Stewart. That's big, and I'm expecting the point to start flicker. There it is. Cap is heading into the Circle Junior's favor. All right, let's zoom back out here. I must have missed. It seems like the Circle Juniors lost a P4. One thing with this tank here, the Potato is... Let's see, here's the TC. Orphalina. Your tank is right there. Unfortunately, you are not in soft cap. So as you start to cap, apply a little bit more pressure and move just a bit up into soft cap. And now you have 3 bodies into soft cap, 3 more points. And that's exactly what we see here. And they're ready with the rep station. There we go. Very smart play. I am happy that they got into soft cap, because that's 3 points that they could have missed if they were not. All right, did we get a Tiger spawn for the Circle Juniors? Yes, we did. And I would imagine 76 coming out of mid spawn for MIB. Supplies going back down on Chapel for MIB. Try to get a reset back up there. No, it does not seem like it, because of the reset is so close here. They're not going to be able to get one on Chapel. But nonetheless, they're putting subs there probably for a rep station potentially to support their mediums. Medium takes a hit. Let's see if number 1 can get a second. No, they do not. Goes for the half track. It doesn't even seem like that half track was deployable anyways, so if you notice that there's a vehicle on the field and it is not relevant and it isn't doing anything for the opposing team, you don't really want to destroy it, because there is a max cap on vehicles that can be on the field for a team at once. So you just essentially allowed them to spawn another vehicle when this could have taken up an allied vehicle. It wasn't even deployable if it's stuck in the trench like that. So just one thing to note as you're watching back on the VOD. We'll see if this P4 and the Tiger are going to move up to the 2 mediums. One is hurt. It's probably getting called out. Tiger, I would imagine, gets an LOS on this. Might be able to see it over that hedge. Not too sure. Artie is giving a ping. Ah, nice. And the airhead came down for Circle Juniors. Kind of in the exact spot where you're going to want to launch into the Chapel. So it's nice to see that there. The Circle Juniors are into hard cap. Let's see if they can get an OP up here. It would be nice to get AT spawned off that. Help take out the medium, but it's a shot from the P4, isn't it? Yeah. Second shot seems like it was a Rick. Nope. Must have been slight Rick with some damage as well. Bombing run comes in to support the push on Chapel. Unfortunately, let's see, was that circles or was that MIBs? I would imagine it was circles. Either way, it didn't do anything. So, recap goes back to Circle Juniors. MIB is pushing back up with the 76. Yes, we do see 76 pushing. Probably searching for the Tiger as they're looking to their right. Do you hear a sub truck? I love this robo. Whoever got this built for you. Still, even right here, probably looking out the window right now. What was it, J to get through? There we go. Right, you're taken out there. Window gives you like a natural point of reference for the enemy to shoot you. Kind of just like mounting at a 45 here is good because then you're not mounted right on top of the edge of this roof. You're bunkered down just a little bit, so you have less of your head showing, and you know they're going to be coming from Hill 5, so kind of get this LOS. Even though you may not be getting a lot of kills, you're holding down an important lane as well. So I'd probably, instead of going to the window where you can see more, I would just default back to this spot and mount at the 45, like we were talking about before. Just another thing to note. Circle Juniors pushing heavy into Hill 5, getting very close to that reset. The 76 is trying to defend it. As soon as that reset goes down, and some of pardon me, some of MIB's infantry goes down, this 76 is all alone, and you have two SLs on one side, and two SLs on the other side. AT's hitting you in the ass. And it seems like very soon this MIB 76 is going to go down, which is, ooh, the second shot. Hey, I've been there. Hits an asset instead of the tank. That is just unfortunate. I've had that many times in very important situations. Spawn wave gets off for MIB. Do they get Jack? Jack speaking. Jack gets taken down. Oh, supply truck zooms right in for Circle Juniors. Probably just ran out of subs, so you decided to throw that in there. Gaz gets a second shot on the 76. Seems like the 76 is just stuck. And there we go. Tap by Gaz. Tap by number 1. Very good plays by the AT of Circle Juniors. Should be getting this. Gary down here. Gary goes down, no spawn wave, and now they're just pushing into Hill 5. So when you're defending Hill 5, of course you want to be on Hill 5, but you also want to be up here where this reset's at. So if MIB is trying to defend, they need to keep control of this little village area called Farmers. And if they can keep control of that, they'll have an easier time defending Hill 5. And if they lose Hill 5 and they lose their reset here, they can they have a pretty simple run south into Hill 5. So we would imagine Circle Juniors continues their push up with their SLs into Farmers, and once that goes down, if MIB can't reset back into Farmers, then you would likely see Hill 5 fall. Okay, bombing run coming in for Circle Juniors. There was a Gary called out there. Unfortunately, it was not a garrison. However, there are 3 OPs. So we see 1 spawn wave, 2 spawn waves. Bomb run coming in. Probably get the tracks of the medium. See what happens here. They did not get a Gary. They did not get the OPs. But they did get a couple off that spawn wave. You see Circle Juniors really just shove front door into Hill 5. Now that you have control of Hill 5, you need to get control of farmers back over there. And it seems like some of them are going down. Zane's putting their pressure back that way. Do we have any? Yep, Zane got their OP up. Now they need to start filtering north to help support their Hill 5 push. So OPs are pretty condensed for MIB. You see 4 OPs in a relatively same area. The Arty Strike comes down. Very good Arty Strike because you're going to get spawn waves. You're going to get a lot of spawn waves and a lot of infantry kills off of that. And you'll probably just see Circle Juniors continue their cap as well. Tiger's coming in. It's only so long until this medium ends up on their redeploy screen. They see it. They get depression. Here goes. Here comes a shot. Very good kill. Now, Tiger does have to be weary. Let's see. I don't know if this area is in play, but it seems like there is a Gary here. So you can put AT guns up on this hilled area, and that is very good for taking care of exactly where this Tiger is at. So you put an AT gun up over there, you get a couple shots on the Tiger, make it back off. One thing to know for MIB, I don't see any AT guns, but those are perfect AT gun spots to take out this Tiger right here. Unfortunately, we do not see any AT guns set up for that as of right now, and it doesn't seem like we will see any for the next couple minutes. Arty Strike's coming down. Gary's called out again. They don't realize that Gary isn't there. Ooh, P Strike. MIB gets the Tiger taken out with that P Strike. That was a very quick, decisive action by the commander for... Who is it? Vihante. Decisive, as in the fact that the Tiger probably wasn't going to sit still for long. So to call that was risky, but it paid off extremely well to take out an enemy heavy. Farmers is taking control by Circle Juniors. Bolshevik, this guy just, he's a good player, good shooter. He needs to be taken out and dealt with before he causes any more troubles. Fortunately, he's only a rifleman, so you can't do much other than and then frag out. Probably be taken out here soon. Oh, we're gonna nade. There we go. X gets him. Okay, subs are already down for Winnie. Winnie's probably gonna build the reset here soon. Come on, Winnie, build that reset. Get your farmers reset back up. Oh, come on. Your sup guy brought you sups. Let's get your reset up. Quit hiding in the bush. If for whatever reason the tank comes and dives and burns your OP, I mean you gotta work all the way back there. Seems like X is on the job that was called out, so X is gonna go over there, build the farmers reset. There is a red zone for MIB. Within 100 meters, this will be locked out, and it is. You can hear it locked out. They're kind of hunkered in. I don't mind that reset at all, that red zone garrison there. Because for the odd chance that you do get Circle Juniors pushed back out of Hill 5, you can get a nice spawn bomb off. Embers is just sitting quietly inside this bunker. Probably waiting for the perfect moment to cause a little bit of mayhem. Knows that Miro's above them. P4 takes a shot from the medium, backs up. Second shot gonna come in for the medium and takes out the Circle Juniors P4. So I had a mat. Here we go. Let's see. There we go. Embers takes out. And still making these two OPs warm. So Circle Juniors knows that there's infantry still here. Go for the shovel kill.
Bravo! I was gonna knife him!
Oh, I'm really happy that I had really happy I still have local chat on, so we could hear that. That was nice. Gary is called out. They know that this red zone is here. Miro is on the job. Gets killed though, but it is called out. We'll see if A is gonna go for it. It's marked. Viajante's still just sitting back there behind the hedge. MIB commander. All right, let's go get a little love to the south. So when we're MGing, we don't always have to worry about being in the perfect God spot. You don't have to be in super high elevation. A lot of times you can just post up, get a few kills, hold the lane. And if you do get taken down, you just go find another quick spot. So I like this from Taro. Like you don't always have to come post up here, try to get the high ground. Although maybe like this spot would help a little bit more. You have a little bit more concealment. You do have a little bit of higher ground, but sometimes you just do what you do. And as you saw that movement as they were crouched down while the MG is reloading, you kind of turn this way and then look all the way up, and then your body is concealed and covered behind this wall here. So very good. You can tell this MG is experienced, short, small bursts, and also while they're reloading, they're doing the right movements, right micro. Good job by Circle Junior's MG so far. So you see the point flickering back to red, as MIB has a lot of soft cap pressure. But that's because Circle Junior has two OPs over here, and you can't really push straight into the front door. It's a little bit harder. You have OPs out here out of soft cap. You have Gary out of soft cap. So that's why you saw that point flickering, but it's nothing really to worry about. Tiger back up in the same spot. Going after the medium. You get a turret shot. Oh, they just heard it. As they get elevation, they look down with some depression. Does the Tiger not see? They're engaging another tank right now. So they shoot the 76. That's the bigger threat. Second shot from the 76. Not connect. Shoots up in the air. Is that an AT gun? Nope, that's the medium over there. Medium misses their second shot. This Tiger does have to get a rep station up or something. It looks like we've got 2 rep stations up. Very nice for Circle Juniors. Very, 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 very smart. They have experience. You can tell they got 2 rep stations up for their heavy. And that medium for MIB takes another hit from an AT gun. Let's go look at this play. I want to see this AT gun play. So you might be thinking, how is this person shooting through the smoke? Well, Gaz's squad leader is probably pinging, saying, "Oh, oh, very nice rocket from MIB, I must say." But Gaz's SL would throw smokes down and then ping where they need the AT gun to shoot, and then they're concealed. The AT gun's concealed by the smoke and can shoot at the AT gun gets taken out. The AT gun can shoot at the medium without the medium really knowing exactly where the AT gun's at, but Silence has silenced the AT gun. Another truck taken out. One of those things where if the asset isn't, if the vehicle isn't doing anything, like, you don't want to take it out. So we saw that earlier with that half track that was stuck, that wasn't doing anything because it wasn't deployable. And then you take out the transport truck, but it didn't need to be taken out. You're just allowing MIB to spawn more vehicles. You can see this transport truck has been thrown into the water. I'd imagine they're doing it on purpose so that way they can spawn more vehicles. The line looks really good for MIB. So if they're going to defend, they're doing a good job of it. And probably just going to see a relative stall here for the next few minutes until we see some crazy armor plays. If MIB loses their armor, then Circle Juniors can push up. The South has made way. And this is all open fields over here, so you won't see a lot of movement. Kind of just stalled over here at Farmers. And we're having 200, 300 meter gunfights over here at Farmers, so not a lot. Not a lot going on there. So the Tiger gets hit again by the medium, has to back up. Nope, gets their frontal armor facing the medium. Do we not see the medium? It might be right behind the barbed wire post. Oh, they're worried about the AT gun right now. So you can put the AT gun there. There's nothing wrong with that. A more preferred location would be over there if you had secure of your South. You can get side shots on that Tiger instead of frontal shots. Frontal shots are good too if you hit between the turret and the front body of the Tiger. You do a lot of damage with an AT gun. 3 hits. Right here, right in between the body and the turret. 3 shots there takes out a Tiger with an AT gun as of right now. So it's nothing horribly wrong with an AT gun set up there by MIB. I just would prefer the longer shot, and there's less obstacles obstructing you as well. Medium hits the Tiger, dives back down. Oh, that's the 76. Puts that baby in reverse. Does the Tiger get the second shot? It's going to be a third shot. If so, they do even more damage on the 76. And 76 can't get anything done at Tiger. They went for the double tap, but the AT gun unfortunately died too early. Medium takes a hit. Medium's backing down. This does not look good for MIB's armor with this Tiger in position here. And that's kind of what I was talking about, the South being very good for AT guns to hit where this Tiger's at. I know it sounds like a I don't know the saying. Something about a dead horse. Keep beating the dead horse. But it's so strong, the AT gun over there. Alright, whatever. I'll stop with that. Here comes the precision strike. I'd imagine it's going on. Ooh, that was a precision strike for the 76. And the 76 gets taken down. So if the Circle Juniors can take down one more armor... Oh, they might have. Did the medium go down? Oh, here comes the push. Yep, you see infantry running in the open fields. This is looking like the end will be near here soon for MIB, as Circle Juniors has the armor advantage and they're pushing front door in the open fields. Like, that's how you know that armor's been taken care of. MIB spawns a 76 again. Look at that into play. They're rushing back up to the point as quick as they can. Get an Artie ping there for reference. Seems like Artie's going to be coming down there. It's right on top of Recon OP. They don't know it, but if they're getting hits, they're going to continue to shell Artie there. There you go. There's a more relevant RD mark. That's gonna do more damage. Tiger spots a 76, takes a shot at it, gets one hit, maybe is it a second hit? Rep stations are holding it well. Seems like they're just gonna hold this position and rep as quick as they can. Oh, they get the 76. Okay, alright, this is not good for MIB whatsoever. As Circle Junior starts to get soft cap pressure and a little bit of hard cap as well. If they can burn those OPs, that's pretty much going to be it. Oh, and the AT gun goes down. Circle Juniors getting more cap gain on this last point of red roof. Bombing run comes in for Circle Juniors, misses the reset, but takes out infantry. So it's gonna help more towards the cap. You didn't get the reset, but I am not too worried about that right now. It seems like this OP over here is gonna get burnt by Bear if Bear doesn't finish off these kills. Just ducking, there it goes, and gets the spawn wave, and that's pretty much gonna be it for this match as Circle Juniors dives their Tiger into soft cap and soon to be hard cap. And yeah, pretty much there you go. That will very likely be the end of this match. Good play. I have not seen this before, but that's smart. Experienced tankers. Are they gonna go for the medium? They're gonna get the last little bit of C before the match is over. Oh, Artie is no longer for MIB. It seems like MIB Artie may have been killed. Lots of CE for the Tiger this round. And that is a victory for Circle Juniors. So, very good match. I'm always commending the commander. A very good match that we saw go down for Circle Juniors versus MIB. Hold the line, Utah, with all of the middle points in play. So, thank you for joining. Hopefully, I didn't beat the dead horse about the AT guns too much. And, yep, I'm hoping I was able to give a little bit of insight as well to maybe what teams could do a little bit differently, but you saw Circle Juniors play that out very well. Nonetheless, they didn't need any help, but just some small micro plays that try to give some experience on, even though I'm not an extremely experienced player. I try to help where I can from third party perspective. But thank you, Circle, for letting me cast for you. Thank you, MIB. Thank you to HTL. And that is going to be that. I hope you all have a good day. And I will be streaming more matches in the future. So feel free to subscribe. Shameless plug. All right.